Hello students, how are you all? The students of Gopal Rao Patel Government Degree College, Bainsa. I hope, though we do not meet in the regular format of classroom instruction, and though we are unable to have proper interaction, I am trying my best to reach you out through these video lessons. In April and May, we were in another kind of teaching learning process through Zoom app. But I thought this YouTube lessons are far more beneficial for students. Okay, so please continue watching our videos, and today's topic is types of sentences or kinds of sentences. It is, I think, the easiest topic for us. It doesn't have any grammatical rules that to remember. Very simple and easy. But you must know what are the types of sentences, how are they framed, how are they used, what are their uses. Okay. So let us go into the topic, types of sentences. Okay. Types of sentences. First of all, before we learn types of sentences, we will have to know what is a sentence. Okay. The thing or the answer that we take for granted. What is a sentence? We all know it, but we may not be able to define it because it is so simple for us that we do not define it. So let us have a definition. What is a sentence? So according to dictionary, a sentence is a set of words that is complete in itself, typically containing a subject and predicate. Okay. What is a sentence? Sentence is nothing but a set of words, 2 words, 3 words. Okay. 1 word cannot be a sentence, maybe, but 2 words can make a sentence. Okay. That in that way, a set of words that is complete in itself. It should have a meaning, proper meaning to it. A set of words complete in itself means that a set of words which have a complete meaning to it, typically containing a subject and a predicate. A subject is a must in a sentence and a predicate. Predicate includes verb, object and other things. Okay. Conveying a statement, question, exclamation or command. So it should do any of these functions. A statement, it should convey a statement, or it should ask a question or exclamation or command. And consisting of a main verb. Okay, it should consist main verb. Main clause. A main clause is a must for any sentence. A main clause is a must, and sometimes one or more subordinate clauses. So this is the definition of a sentence. Okay. We all know about sentence. We all write about sentences, but we don't know to how to define a sentence. What is the definition of a sentence? So this is the definition. A set of words that is complete in itself, typically consisting of subject and predicate, conveying a statement, question, exclamation or command, and consisting of a main clause and sometimes one or more subordinate clauses. Next. Now, as we have seen what is a sentence, now we will go to the next part, the actual part of the lesson. Kinds of sentences or types of sentences. So in English language, sentences can be classified into 4 categories based on functions they perform. So in English language, sentence can be classified into 4 categories. How many categories? 4 categories based on the functions they perform. What is the criteria of classification? The functioning of a sentence. So assertive or declarative sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, exclamatory sentences. Okay, these are 4 types of sentences that we are going to discuss today. Okay, first, assertive or declarative sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences and exclamatory sentences. So as you know and as you can see, the titles, by looking at the titles itself, we can know what their function is and what they perform. Okay, let us go into detail. First, assertive sentences are declarative sentences. Assertion means or declaration, declaring something. Okay, we declare something, we are declaring something through these sentences. We are asserting something. Okay, assertive sentences are used to make statements. Okay, these are used to give statements. Assertive or declarative, that means we are giving declarations or we are making assertion on something to give information. Okay, what are they used? They are used to give information, to report events, to express opinion, or to make a promise. These are the 4 functions of a declarative or assertive sentence. What are they? Assertive sentences are used to give information, and they are also used to report events. They are used to express opinions, and they are also used to make promises. The word order is subject, verb, object. Okay, what is the word order? Subject, verb and object. Assertive or declarative sentences Here are some examples. Kunal was looking at us. The boys were playing. I like your dress. I will buy a house for you. I did not like the movie. He is a great person. Okay, let us go back once again. To give information. Okay, to give information, report events, to express opinion. Let us see. Kunal was looking at us. It is giving information. It is giving information. The boys were playing. This is also information. I like your dress. This is your opinion. I will buy a house for you. A statement. I did not like the movie. This is also opinion. He is a great person. Giving a statement. Okay. Making a promise. I will buy a house for you. It's a promise. Okay. Next, assertive sentences which make positive statement are called affirmative sentences. Okay. Assertive or declarative sentences are again divided into two types. Assertive sentences which make positive statements are called affirmative sentences. I am going to college. He is my friend. These are positive sentences. So hence they are called affirmative sentences. And assertive sentences which make negative statements are negative sentences. I am not going to college. He is not my friend. Okay. When it comes, not comes, they become negative sentences. And in the sentences with only main verbs, do forms are used with appropriate form of tenses. In the sentences with only main verbs, do forms are used with appropriate form of tenses. Okay. The plane, this is plane took off. This is positive sentence or affirmative sentence. The plane took off. Here there is no auxiliary verb. Okay, there is no auxiliary verb here. There is only one main verb, that is took off. So in such cases, negative words are formed with the help of do forms. Negative verbs are formed with the help of do forms when there are no auxiliary verbs, when there is only main verb. Okay, this, look at this affirmative sentence or positive sentence which does not have a auxiliary verb. The plane took off. The plane is subject, took off is verb, and there is no need of auxiliary verb and there is no auxiliary verb. So in such cases we use do forms, do verb forms to make a negative sentence. The plane did not take off, as per the form of tense. Okay, as per the form of the tense. This is past tense. So this is did not take off. I like carrots. She doesn't like carrots. She doesn't like carrots. Okay, do forms. Next is Next types of sentences, interrogative sentences. So as you can decipher by the statement or the heading itself, interrogation. What do you mean by interrogation? Questioning, asking questions. So interrogative statements ask questions. What do they do? What is their function? Interrogative sentences ask questions. Interrogative sentences which end with a question mark are used to ask questions or to make inquiries. So there are two types of interrogative sentences: yes no questions, WH questions. Okay, even in interrogative sentence there are again two types. First are yes or no questions, second WH questions. Yes no questions can be answered with a yes or no. Okay, what are called as yes no questions? For them, for such questions, the answer can be given in yes or no type. Okay, for example, are you going to college? You can say yes or no. Are you coming with me? You can say yes or no. Are you eating? Yes or no. So such sentences are called yes or no sentences, interrogatives, yes or no interrogative sentences. Okay, these questions always begin with an auxiliary verb if the corresponding assertive sentence does not have an auxiliary verb. Okay, for example, Harita speaks Marathi. Harita speaks Marathi. It doesn't have an auxiliary verb. It has only one main verb. So again, as in the previous case, we use do forms to make a question. Does Harita speak Marathi? They come in the first place. Does Harita speak Marathi? And at the end of every interrogative sentence, there should be a question mark compulsorily. I like chicken. Do you like chicken? Okay, this is assertive sentence. This is interrogative sentence. Do you see? I like chicken. It is like expressing opinion, affirmative sentence. For that, we are giving here interrogative sentence. Do you like chicken? I completed my homework. Did you complete your homework? This is, did you complete your homework? Interrogative sentence. This is as affirmative. This is interrogative. Again, this is affirmative. This is interrogative. I teach English. Do you teach English? Interrogative. For that, answer is this: I teach English. Okay, mind you, you should remember there is no auxiliary verb. Okay, is there auxiliary verb here? No, auxiliary verb is not present. Only main verb is present. In such cases, we use verbs of do form. Do form verbs are used to make questions. If the helping verb acts as the main verb in the sentence, the particular helping verb is moved in the beginning of the interrogative sentence. Okay, for example, this is affirmative sentence. Okay, in this affirmative sentence, where is the verb is? It is actually an auxiliary verb, but in this sentence it is being used as it acts as main verb. It is auxiliary as well as main verb in the sentence. He is a doctor. Okay, he is a doctor. Subject object, verb. Only one verb. There is no other main verb. This is auxiliary verb. It acts as a main verb. In such cases, if you write an interrogative sentence for such affirmative sentences, what happens? This main verb or auxiliary verb comes into the first place in interrogative sentences. Is he a doctor? Okay. He is a doctor. Is he a doctor? They are my friends. Are they your friends? Okay. This is verb here, main verb. No other main verb. So auxiliary verb acts as main verb. They are my friends. Are they your friends? Next, the subject of the sentence always takes second position in the yes/no questions. Okay, subject of the sentence always takes second position in the yes/no questions. Okay, Raju goes to college. So this is the subject here. Raju is the subject. So if you are making an interrogative sentence, Raju comes in the second place. Okay. Does Raju go to college? Raju is the subject, and as per the rule, Raju must come in the second place. First place is taken by the verb, auxiliary verb. The tiger chased the deer. Next, did the tiger chase the deer? Did the tiger chase the deer? Next, WH questions. Okay. After yes/no questions, WH questions. WH questions call for some information. Okay. Yes/no questions, we can answer them in simple yes or no type. WH questions, they seek some information. All these are WH questions. What is your name? Who is your father? Whom are you waiting for? When are you coming? Why are you coming? How are you? So in all these questions, we are seeking some information. We are asking some information to others. Okay. What is your name? Who is coming? Why are you crying? How are you? When is your marriage? Where are you going? Okay. So, as you know, question mark is a must after every interrogative sentence. Next, imperative sentence. Imperative sentences. So imperative sentences are used to give orders or instructions, to make a request and to give advice. Okay. Imperative sentences are used to give orders or instructions, or they are used to make request and to give advice. Although they begin with a verb, the subject you is implied. Okay. We don't use the word you in imperative sentences, but this is automatically implied. Sentences begin with let are also interrogative, where the instruction or suggestion is indirectly expressed. Okay. Not only this, the sentences which begin with let can also be considered as imperative sentences. Imperative, giving commands. Open the door. Don't cry. Let there be light. Suggestion. Calm down. Order. Close the windows. A suggestion. Buy those vegetables. Okay. imperative, giving orders, requesting, commands. Okay, let us go back again. Orders or instructions, request and advices. Okay, buy those vegetables and advice, close the windows, instruction, calm down, order, let there be light. Imperative sentence given in a polite way. Okay, last category of sentences is exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences are used to express surprise, joy, pain, happiness, anger, admiration, or any other feeling. So our emotions or feelings are expressed through exclamatory sentences. So they end with an exclamation mark. Okay, as interrogative sentences end with a question mark, these exclamatory sentences end with an exclamation mark. Okay, example, I am so happy to be here. I am so happy to be here. Exclamation, expressing joy and happiness. What a wonderful performance. Applause. Admiration. Ouch, that hurts. Okay, pain. So everything is expressed in exclamation. Now, example. I am giving you one example here. One sentence can be written in all the 4 sentence forms. Okay, there are 4 sentences, and we can write some, not all, but some sentences we can change into 4 kinds of sentences easily. For example, you work fast. This is affirmative sentence. Okay, na? You work fast. Affirmative sentence. Affirmative, assertive. Okay, we are giving a statement here. You do not work fast. It is negative statement. Negative, assertive. Positive, assertive, negative, assertive. We are giving a statement here. Or we are giving declaration. We are declaring. You work fast. You do not work fast. We are giving a declaration. We are declaring to others. Next, same can be written as, do you work fast? Okay, do you work fast? Interrogative. It becomes interrogative. Okay, here there is no auxiliary verb, only main verb. So when there is no auxiliary verb, we automatically go to do forms to form a interrogative verb. Okay, the subject comes in the second place, verb comes in the first place. Next, work fast, imperative. We are giving orders here. We are giving instructions, or we are giving orders. And fourth one, how fast you work. This is exclamation. How fast you work. Okay. So these, I think, is the shortest topic that we have discussed so far, because it is very easy, and you can easily write in the exam also. You can easily identify. They can ask you by giving sentences, and they may ask you to identify the type of sentence. Okay, for example, what are you doing? The sentence, what are you doing? What is the type of sentence? It is exclamatory. Now, is it exclamatory? No, it is interrogative sentence. Come and open the door. What does it become? It is imperative sentence. What a beautiful scenery. What is it? It is exclamatory sentence. I did not like that person. This is assertive sentence, but negative sentence, negative assertive sentence. Okay, so in this way we can identify the sentences. There are four. Again, there are four types of sentences. What are they? Let me show you once again, lest you forget. Assertive or declarative sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. Okay, in the assertive or declarative sentence, there are again two types. Affirmative sentences are negative sentences. Negative sentences means which do not which contain not in them. Okay, next, interrogative sentences, there are again two types: yes no type and WH type. Yes no type means which can be answered with simple yes or no. WH type sentences seek some information. Imperative sentences are used to give commands, orders, requests, suggestions. Okay, exclamatory sentences are used to express our feelings, joy, sorrow, happiness, etc. Okay, simply this is the topic of kinds of sentences or types of sentences. Very easy and very much scope for scoring in the exam. Okay, thank you for the day.